Okay. All right. Before we start, a little background information. This is supposed to be like a science lesson, for third graders. And I'm in special education, so I did it for an IEP of a student that has ADHD and some supports that they might need throughout lessons in a classroom. And then I will try to also just mention like what those accommodations are as we go by them. I think that'll probably be the easiest way. Okay, so today I'm teaching a lesson on mammals. I wanted to start off by seeing what you guys know about mammals. So we're going to do an activity with this whiteboard. You can go ahead and click on the link. And I want you to draw what you think of when you hear the word mammal. It could be anything, doesn't have to be super fancy. We're just going to take about 2 minutes and then we'll share with each other what you guys drew. Oh, and are you guys on the whiteboard?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I didn't want to start it too early. Not that I think you guys are going to take super long. And then I will also give you guys some like verbal time warnings as well. That's one of the accommodations I worked in.
Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, well, that ear is just gonna stay there.
Okay, there's about 1 minute left. Okay. All right, you guys have about 20 more seconds, so wrap up your drawings. Okay, I'm excited to see what you guys drew. All right, let's start with, so I want you guys to just share with us what you drew, and then along with that, if you want, share anything that you know about mammals already. So who did the red one?
Are you telling me you can't tell that's a dog?
I can, but I want you to share.
I drew
First.
a dog. I guess when I think of mammals, I just think of like I know what they are, but I don't like know how to explain them when you ask me that. So like living things that have hair, they live on land. No, they don't have to live on land. I don't know how to explain them, but that is a dog and a dog is a mammal.
You're right, it is. Yeah, and those are all great points. Those are part of what mammals are. So you're on the right track, and we will learn more about that in just a second. Right, go ahead, Angie.
Yeah, I drew a bear with a really big chin.
It's so cute.
Mammal, it like live birth, right?
Mhm.
Like, so that's what I think of. So like, I mean, encompasses, yeah, dogs, cats, bears, things. platypus.
Yeah, great job, guys. You both are exactly right. Okay, go back. All right, so today, after our lesson, we will know how to define a mammal and where they live, define 5 unique characteristics of mammals, and identify mammals from other types of animals. All right, so real quick, a fun fact before we get started. I added this in to kind of break up the lesson and keep engagement up. But the fun fact is the largest mammal on Earth is the blue whale, weighing up to 419,000 pounds and measuring up to 110 feet long. So you got the big blue whale here, and then that's a person compared to how big he is. All right, first, let's define mammals and where they live. So mammals can be defined as animals that are warm-blooded vertebrates with hair. They feed their young with milk and have a more developed brain than other animals. And then we had a new word right there. Vertebrates are animals that have a backbone in their bodies. And then a quick side note, I tried to add in a lot of visuals and pictures so that the kids can see and also like understand the words. And I wanted to make visuals that were like really clear and as closely related as possible. Okay. All right. Where do mammals live? I know you guys mentioned a little bit about that already, but what are some places you guys can think of where you've seen mammals?
The zoo.
Yeah.
In the prairie.
Mm-hmm. Great. Where have you seen some mammals, Angie?
Outside.
Yes, exactly. Do you guys have pets at all?
In our house, in my house, yep.
Awesome. Those are all great places for mammals. All right, I have a quick video for you guys to get us started.
When we think of animals, we often think of mammals. Mammals are a group of animals that include dogs and cats, bears, deer, giraffes, and elephants. Mammals are a diverse group of animals that come in all sorts of shapes, sizes, and colors. About 6,500 species of mammals have been named and described by scientists. So what characteristics do mammals have in common? Mammals have bodies covered in hair or fur. Mammals have lungs used to take in oxygen and remove carbon dioxide. Animals that live in the ocean and freshwater environments must come to the surface to breathe. Most animals reproduce by laying eggs, but not mammals. They give birth to live young. Female mammals produce milk which they feed their young. Mammals are warm-blooded or endothermic. This means they are able to regulate their own body temperature.
All right. And that video kind of wrapped up and reviewed a lot of the stuff that you guys have already said. Like mammals can be found everywhere. And they mentioned a lot of the characteristics we're about to talk about. But first, I added in a little brain break because we should be about halfway through. And I wanted to give all of the kids, like developmentally, after 10 minutes, like it would be good to refocus, but especially for a child with ADHD, I tried to add a brain break that had like some motor and like movement involved. And you guys don't have to do the brain break. That's totally up to you.
Exercise with Mr. Catman. Forwards, backwards, armwards. Mr. Catman isn't here. I hope he didn't forget about our brain exercises. Wait, he's back. Make large forward arm circles like Mr. Catman.
I'm
Next,
tempted.
make large backward arm circles. Meow, let's combine the two. Do a forward arm circle with one arm, while your other arm circles backward. You got it? Do a forward arm circle with one arm as your other arm circles backward. Closer. Pause and switch directions. Make the arm that was going forward go backward, and make the arm that was going backward go forward.
I don't know if I'm doing it right.
I can only really do one side. The other side I'm not as good at.
It's definitely funky.
Unfortunately, one side is always harder than the other. As you know, practice makes perfect. For real.
Great job, guys. Thank you for doing that brain break with me. All right. All right, now let's move on and define the 5 unique characteristics of mammals. So 1, they have hair or fur at some point in their lives. You can see the fur right there. They are warm-blooded, which means that they keep their body temperature the same. And then 3, they feed their young with milk and birth live young. 4, they have a more developed brain than other types of animals. And 5, they all have 4 limbs. All right, now let's identify mammals from other types of animals. I have a quick game for you guys. We're going to do a few of these, and we get to guess the animal, and then we're going to talk about their fur or whatever we can see, the trait, and think about how that can help them in the environment they live in. Okay, we're gonna start with an easier one. What do you guys think this one is?
Tiger.
Yeah, I think so too. What do you guys notice about the tiger's fur that might help it in like a warmer jungle climate?
Striped like grass or branches.
Yeah, that's great. Can help them camouflage a little bit, right? And then see if I can skip. Is it right? It was a tiger. All right. Here is another one. What do you guys think that is?
Is it an octopus?
It is, yes. Here, I can let it. Yeah, an octopus. What do you guys notice about the octopus's skin, even though it's not a mammal, that might help it?
Well, I know that it can change colors, but like you can't tell that by the picture.
Yeah, that's true. And also like maybe their tentacles and their legs. I kind of went forward too fast, but you can kind of see that in the close-up. Can help them move around in the ocean. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Let's do this one. All right, what do you guys think this animal is?
Is it an elephant?
Yeah, it is an elephant. And
Right.
then, sorry, what was that, Abby?
Oh, no, I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna guess that or a rhinoceros.
That was
Yes, it is an elephant. What do you guys notice about the elephant's skin and how would that help it?
It's very rough and thick. I suppose it would help it against predators.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Good job, guys. I love how creatively you guys are thinking about the traits. All right, I have another activity for you that you can use your copy of the document with. You're gonna go ahead and sort the animals into mammals and non-mammals. And while you do that, keep in mind our 5 characteristics that make mammals unique. And I'm just gonna give you guys about 1 minute to do that. If you don't get done, that's okay. If you guys are done early, you can just give me a thumbs up. Okay, perfect. I didn't think it would take you very long. Okay. What were the characteristics that you guys were keeping in mind when you were sorting?
Covered in hair and fur.
just thinking about what kind of babies they have. Like,
Yeah, those are great. Good job, guys. All right. And then you guys can go ahead and try to do this quiz. I'm hoping it works this time. But I just have a quick quiz for you. And just give me a thumbs up when you guys get finished. I lost my little tab for it to see when you're done. Abby, did you finish? Sorry. You're muted, Abby.
Okay, yes, I'm done now.
Okay, perfect. Just checking. All right, how did you guys do?
Good. I did get one wrong.
That's okay. All right, and then real quick, that is kind of your exit ticket, but I also wanted to ask you guys, one thing that you learned today about mammals or like that changed maybe, or was you were reminded of, I guess.
I
is what-
always forget that bats are mammals.
Me too. I always
Even-
forget that one.
I would say like reminded of the like thought of like that they're like all mamas feed their babies milk for
Yeah.
mammals. Like I didn't ever really piece that together. I don't remember learning that when I was younger.
Yeah, that was like a very weird, unique one that I don't normally think of either. All right, and that is all. Thank you guys so much. Oh my God, I stop recording. Oh, there we go. Oh, I stopped sharing and not recording.